Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special edition of Have Faith, Let It Begin. Today is October 21st. It's a Friday, and I thought it'd be only fitting, since we're, 10 days away from Halloween, that we go back and see a Halloween prank story that took place back in 2017-ish, I think it was, but we aired it on 2018. It's a Halloween prank that will go down as probably one of the funniest. So let's take a trip back a couple years ago when we aired this. Have Faith, Let It Begin starts right now. On June 16, 2018, I finally decided to launch my show. I've always wanted to inspire the world, face challenges, and share my personal testimony and my life story with the world. Join me each and every weekday, Monday through Friday, because this is a show based on faith and how each and every day we battle storms. My name is Angel, and welcome to Have Faith, Let It Begin. Hello, everyone. This is Have Faith, Let It Begin. My name is Angel, and I am so excited right now because it gives me great joy. And believe it or not, as I'm saying it, I actually can feel a tear in my right eye. I would like to officially welcome, all of you know him as my best friend Brian. Brian, you are officially you're technically the second person I've interviewed, but you're the first official person that will be on this show, and it'll be airing officially as right now on Halloween. So, Brian, welcome to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah? Are you nervous?
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah.
So, you guys all saw the title. The title is called Halloween Prank Story. Well, it's about Brian. So
of course.
It's about you, right?
Yeah.
So let me set up the whole idea so everybody who's listening can understand what happened. So it was a couple of years ago. Do you remember the year? Because I don't remember the year.
Oh my God. It was in my apartment, so it had to be right when I first moved in.
All right. Well, yeah, but was I moved back already by then, too?
You've been back.
Okay,
yeah,
all
you
right.
moved back in 2006.
I know, it's been forever.
Yeah.
Okay, so forget about the year. The bottom line is this. So I was driving to work one day, and I remember, this is a legitimate story, I heard on the news that there were you know what it was? It was during the clown mask problems.
Yeah. Really? Are you sure?
It was around that time.
Okay.
Because it was all about masks. There were certain masks that were being banned. But anyway, there were people that were wearing masks, and there's somebody that got broken into their home during a Halloween trick-or-treat. And it was legitimate. And I don't know, maybe in my influence ways, I said, well, that would be a good way to just scare Brian. So I started telling you about the story, and I said, "Hey, Brian," I said, "Did you hear about this stuff that's going on the radio?" And you're like, you didn't know.
No,
you didn't know. So I kept building it up. Now we're weeks away from Halloween, so I'm building this story up. Like, hey, now I'm starting to lie. So I feel bad for all my Have Faith, Let It Begin viewers. I should tell you shouldn't lie, but I had to for this prank. So I kept telling him. Every day I would say, "There's another person that got robbed. There's another person with a mask, and I think they were wearing a Michael Myers mask. I'm not sure what kind of mask, but it was a scary mask, right?
It's something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then as we got closer and closer, I kept telling you that something was happening, and it was getting more like it was getting closer to where we live. And I was like, there was another break-in. It was closer to our house. And what were you thinking at this point? Do you remember?
I wasn't thinking anything was going to happen to me, to be honest with you.
Okay, all right. So leading up to Halloween, was it Halloween night or was it Halloween Eve?
I think it was Halloween Eve.
It was Halloween Eve, okay. So Halloween Eve, Brian was at home, and I put on my Michael Myers complete outfit. Now, I called you, though. I did call you and say, "Hey, what's up, man? I'm going out."
Yeah.
I kind of told you I was going to be busy.
You were playing it off.
Yes, I was like, hey, I'm not going to be around, and I'm going to call you. Just be careful, man. Like that whole thing with the mask thing. Do you remember feeling anything at this point?
I don't remember you even saying anything, because I think the setup was not to say anything,
right.
And then
it just did it. Okay, so we'll get on to that. Okay. So here we go. So I get to. I can't believe this is so funny. I get to Brian's house. Now let me explain where your apartment is. You live on the second floor.
Yes.
Okay. So how many steps would you say it takes to get up to? Because you have to go in through one door.
Like 10 steps.
And then you're on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
So we're painting a picture. So I have to open the door, go up 10 steps.
Yeah.
And then your apartment's on the left.
Yeah.
Okay. So I literally open the door. Now, this is typical noise you would hear anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
In this part, because people come up and down.
Yeah.
So you didn't even hear me come up, did you?
No, I heard these stomps.
All right, so I'm coming up the stairs. It's like boom, 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 right? Okay, so I get to his door. I have the mask on. Now picture this. If anybody has never seen Halloween, I'm in full Michael Myers gear. And I knock hard on the door. I was like, yeah, there you go. And now, do you remember this? Can you walk me through it as I'm doing like both versions? Like, what did you, when you heard the knock?
I asked, who is it? And then the knocking continued.
Right. Okay, so now back to me. Now, I'm knocking, and I hear, who is it? And I didn't say nothing. I just went, boom, 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 boom. And then I hear Brian say, go away. Right? What were you thinking at this point?
I was scared because I didn't know who was there, and I think at that point I was brave enough to open the door.
Right. No, before you said that, you said, if you don't go away, I'm calling the cops.
Yeah, I was going to call the cops.
So I knew at that point I better do something. So now I actually pretended to leave.
Yeah,
for a second.
You did that step.
I went down the steps. So I literally went like 4 steps down, and then very quickly came back up. And that's when you opened the door.
And you were right there, and you tried to force yourself in.
But when you opened the door, hold up. When you opened the door, let me tell you what I saw. What I saw and heard. All I saw was the door open like, and I see Brian's eyes get so small, and he went, "Oh my god!" And then I try to get myself in, and now I can't tell.
And I'm like pushing, I'm kicking, I'm trying to make sure that door does not get open and he does not come in.
Now at this point, I fall down to the ground. I have to yell from my mask, "It's me, Brian! It's me!" And I literally, I can't believe I'm going to say this. I almost peed myself. I really did. We laughed, though.
Well, we did laugh.
After it was over, we laughed for how long? I don't even know.
Well, I was a little more traumatized than laughing. And you just left right away, basically.
I had to go home. I think it was Halloween, Brian.
Maybe.
Because I think it was just before Halloween. Because I think you had said they were trick-or-treaters.
It was before 6 o'clock. That I do know.
Yes. It was dark.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Wow. So anything you want to talk about on that particular moment? Now we kind of told the story. What did you feel? Did you feel anything at all? Or do you remember it vividly or clearly?
Well, I just know it would have been a great viral video if it was done.
I never thought about that.
I know.
You find, today, as you can hear dogs in the background here in my backyard, what I couldn't believe was, like you just said, viral. I think maybe back then it wasn't as common, maybe?
Yeah, no one was like videotaping stuff like this.
If I would have recorded that, if I could have had that recorded,
we could have been famous.
Oh, God, that would have been huge.
Yeah, it would have.
Huge. So that's the story. I mean, we're already at 7 minutes. So I just wanted to share that Halloween story with you. And you want to add anything?
I honestly, I was expecting you to do it another time.
No, I think once is enough. You kind of lose its momentum.
I wouldn't have expected it.
Yeah,
I really wouldn't.
I honestly can tell you, I'm not having anything planned. I got nothing. I got too much going on right now for that to even happen.
I understand that completely.
So we're coming to you live actually from my home. So it's the first time Brian's been in my house in a very long time.
Very long time.
We're gonna do a story about that. We're gonna definitely talk about the roads that we had to go through. I think that's something a lot of people want to hear. Your struggles, of course, too, to end on a downward spiral. But we're going to talk about that. We want to bring you on the show, so I'm inviting you officially right to your face.
I would definitely like to come on to the show.
Yeah, I think so. You want to add anything about this show that you want to tell our viewers?
I listen to it every day, Monday through Friday.
Okay.
And when he tells the stories, and I have something like I was there, it just makes me feel good that I can relate to it.
Yeah. You've been a part of my life for a long time.
Yes.
I'm 40, so
oh my God.
I was 15 when you pretty much met me.
I know,
right? It's crazy.
It is crazy.
So that's it. Everybody, listen, we don't want to take up much of your time. We just want to thank you for listening to our show and remind you each and every Monday through Friday we are available here at 6 a.m. Brian, I would like to thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for being on this show. It means a lot to me that I'm sharing this with you. And I'm sharing future episodes with you, and I'm hoping that you could come back.
It means a lot to me, more than you ever know.
Yeah, definitely. So listen, for Have Faith, Let It Begin, my name is Angel, and because this is the first time you're here, I'm going to let you close it out. And you know how I close it out. So I'm going to say first, and you can say right after me. Everybody, thank you very much for joining us today. And for all you trick-or-treaters out there, real quick, be careful. Make sure your candy's being checked. Parents, make sure you check your candy of your kids, because there's so many news stories. Unfortunately, we're going to pray for a young gentleman who was a 5-year-old kid. He just came home from trick-or-treating in Ohio. And unfortunately, when he had seizures. They took him to the hospital, and he had meth in his system. I mean, it's really sad.
Also, keep your lights on.
Yes,
that's important
true.
too.
See, that's good.
Yeah.
All right. So as we close out the show, we know how we say it. My name is Angel, and don't forget to. I'll let you do it.
Have faith. Let it begin.
All right. Great. Take care, guys.